Hi guys. I just want to say first, I hope everybody is healthy and safe. I know we all miss hockey, and it's a tough situation for everybody. But um, this this virus and this situation, um, it's more important than hockey. So I pray for everybody to be safe and healthy.
Thanks, Kris. So we'll start with the current situation. So the first few questions come from dkpittsburghsports.com. First one is Dayon. Starting from the last practice in Columbus, when did it fully hit you how big the whole situation was about to become?
We've been following it for a little bit. At my house. So I think I was a little bit of aware that it was going to get hit hard in the U.S. Especially when we were on the West Coast. I was already something that was like trying to be aware. I was washing my hands. I was trying to um, stay away a little bit from people the best I could. But it's in Columbus, you could see like as more sports were getting players tested positive. You knew it was eventually gonna hit us in Columbus.
Okay. This one's kind of like a two-parter. If there is hockey again this spring or summer, how will this break compare to the one you have in a normal off season, and what will be the biggest challenge in getting ready to play games? Considering that most guys will not have skated for weeks or months, if the current season is resumed at some point, how long will it take them to return to their usual levels of speed and stamina?
Wow,
It's a lot.
yeah, it's a lot of points to cover. I think I think it everybody's going to be on the same level. So what's hard is we don't have access to gyms or like even if you would have like a place to skate, you don't have access to those things. So you're literally left with whatever you have at your house or whatever you can do outdoor. That's the biggest difficulties to get back into it as quick as possible. But once we start like hitting the ice, obviously we I don't know how long we're gonna have. Obviously, they wanna play some games, try to promote the game on TV, get the people to watch something on TV. I know people are probably tired of watching the same thing over and over, so they want something new. So I think it might take, I would say, 3 weeks of playing and practicing to get back to speed. Um, it's gonna be hard, but at least like you won't see a difference between team because everybody's in the same boat.
Okay. The next questions are a combination of penguins.com and the athletic. This is yet another tough break in a career that's been filled with them. How are you dealing with all this mentally?
Um, I mean, it's tough. Obviously, like everybody knows that hockey is what I love to do. Um, but like there's like I said, there's more than hockey in this situation. To be with my family, make sure they're safe. That's the most important, and obviously having the chance to spend time with them instead of like being gone every 2 days or having only like 3 days at home. It's been fun. It kind of made me enjoy more family time.
Okay. These next ones are a combination of Pittsburgh Post Gazette from Matt Vensel and penguins.com. Can you take us through your typical day as a stay at home dad this past month? And have you had to get creative when it comes to keeping them entertained? What activities have you been doing together? And what have been the biggest challenges?
But obviously, I have a 7-year-old, so he's in school. So weekdays, we get up as a family. We all have breakfast together, um, and either me or my wife will go through the homeschool with Alex, and the other one will take care of Victoria. Most of the thing we do, we have a playroom for them. They read a lot of books. We're trying to teach Victoria a bunch of things while Alex is doing homeschool. Um, we have the chance to play outside. We have like tons of activity. We ride the bike. Try to stay fit. Even the kids sometimes they jump in the workout. Victoria try to imitate her mom. So and Alex was already like trying to train. So um, we try to just stay active, depending on the weather, if it's nice or not. That's the way we do it.
Okay, and the follow up to that is Alex keeping your hockey skills sharp? And is it him that's dragging you out to the driveway or wherever you guys play, or is it the other way around?
No, he drags me to play mini hockey, obviously. Outside's not been the nicest, a lot of rain, so we didn't play outside hockey a lot. But inside, I think my back is taking a beating right now because I'm always bent over. But no, we've been trying to keep her skill up, but um, there's nothing like the real thing.
This next one's from Kris Letang at the Tribune Review. How important is an off season? If games get played late summer and the cup is awarded within weeks of camp opening, can players adjust?
I mean, almost right now, like you have to treat this period as your rest, like you have to, that's the way I like to see it. It's like it's my summer break right now. I try to heal my body, make sure like when I come back, I'm fully rested. And that's kind of my approach right now. And I mix it with trying to keep my cardio up with some bike and running. So um, I think I know everything was going to be condensed at the end of this quarantine or self isolation. But once we got started, it's going to be really condensed. So I'm thinking about taking my break right now.
Okay, next one's from Wes Crosby, NHL.com. How would you most like to see the season resume if it's able to? Would you rather go straight into the playoffs or complete what's left of the schedule? And how challenging do you think it would be to start back up with the playoffs coming off not playing for an extended period of time?
Uh, it's so tough to tell what's the best scenario. Um, the best answer is it depends how long we're gonna stay at home. Further it drags, obviously, um, it's tough for teams that were playing so well or add so much momentum or be in the playoff to kind of keep going because you had such a long break. And at the same time, like I think hockey will be missed by a lot of people, so it's going to be important that everybody gets going. But there's no there's no right question.
Um, this one is a mix from Wes Crosby and from NHL.com and Penguins.com.
Alex wants to say
Hey, hi, Alex. How are you using this time to try and improve as a player?
uh, there's not much you can do. I've had the chance to actually watch the NHL, the 2009-16 playoffs. So it's fun to watch when you had the glorious moments. So it's about the only thing I can do.
How are you spending your time? Is there anything you were meaning to get around to doing that you're doing now that you have some downtime?
No, I really, well, I mean, like I said, like I don't have the chance to be at home a lot with my kids and my wife. So um, all that time that I'm gone on the road. And or the days that we have games at home, like I'm not there often, so it's just to be with my family, having the chance to be with them full time.
Okay, we have a few more. This is from WPXI. A month now without hockey. What's it been like emotionally to suddenly stop playing the game you love?
Well, it's tough, but at the end of the day, there's more to that. Like the health of people is so much important, so much more important. So it actually puts everything in perspective. And I kind of block the will of playing hockey right now and just try to worry about like what people are actually going through and what the real difficulties are. So um, right now it's kind of something block. I try to enjoy things that I normally don't, like my family, and I just hope everybody's safe, and that's about it.
Okay, a follow up to that. That's a two questions. If hockey comes back this season, what will it be like the first time you step on the ice? And how would you feel about playing games with no fans in attendance?
Well, it's gonna be probably tough the first few practice, but we're gonna miss it so much. You would be in your house for so long that you just want to get out, and like you said, like it's what we love to do. So it's gonna be gonna be great to be back out there. But at the time, um, it's gonna be tough. Like usually in the summer, I stop a week or so, and I usually hit the ice once a week or twice a week early in this off season. So I really never stop completely. Like this is complete stop. It's gonna be tough, but we'll battle through it, and we'll all be in the same boat, like I said.
Okay. Who is the teammate you've talked to the most during this?
Sid, for sure. I think it was actually every 2 days almost. So.
That's good. Now we'll go to just a few from this season and potentially what lies ahead. This is from Kris Letang from the Tribune Review. Did you consider penalty killing a strength of this year's team? Is that something that's momentum can be lost after a long layover like this?
Oh, totally. I mean, like obviously, like it's like a guy that would say a 10-point streak, and suddenly you tell him like you're not playing for 2 weeks. Like it's gonna be tough. So imagine a team that's been playing well for months, and you ask them to stop playing for a few months. Like those momentum won't carry for anyone. Like you can have like a top seed. Like you could have like a playoff series with the last team of the league and the top team, and you'll have a good series because there's no momentum carried. Nobody is more injured than the other. So um, it's it's gonna be pretty strange. There's no momentum for everybody. Everybody gonna start back to square one.
Okay, so these are the last ones. They're from Jonathan Bomboli, Tribune Review. Since there would probably be a Penguins Flyers series going on right now if everything proceeded normally, I've got a few quick answer Flyers related questions for you. What was your immediate reaction to the Talbot Carcillo fight in 09?
I mean, I was jacked up. Obviously, Max was such a great teammate, good friend of mine. Um, to see him stepping up like this and do that for his team, it just shows that he was willing to do everything it takes to change the momentum and win the game. So um, it's always great to see that moment.
Okay. Are there any Flyers players you actually dislike?
Uh, right now or back in the day, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I know it's our job. It's the game. Things are intense, so um, I really never like kept something inside, um, or I never took anything personal from other
Maybe
players.
just in the heat of the moment, like when
Yeah,
your finger got bit or something like that.
yeah, but it's still like like I still like talk to the guy. Like I ran into him a bunch of times after that, and he's a great guy. Like Scott was a great guy. So um didn't really bother me. Like I said, it's all in the heat of the moment. I'm sure I've done some stuff on the ice to other players. Um but like it's my way to say I want to win this game. I want to be the best player out there. I'll try to do everything I can. But if I walk in the street, I'm not gonna go hit the guy at the bar because I because he plays for another team.
Yeah, there's two more. Do you think the 2012 series taught your team a lot about the importance of keeping your composure?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think it's like there's teams built to play that way, and there's team built with different assets. And I think it's great to see guys stepping up and trying to play physical and play the mean game. But at the end of the day, it was not our strength. Our strength was our skill and our speed. So um, I would say like it teach us to play with our strength and kind of be composed. But um, I think that's what it is.
Okay, last one. Bigger rival, Flyers or Caps?
Caps.
Yeah.
I think the Flyers was more when more when we came into the league, kind of like been watching hockey, like me, Sid, Gino, we were all young, Stalzy, Max, Flower, and we kind of have the taste of like the Flyers visit Penguins kind of like rivalry. But knowing that Sid and Ovi was kind of the two players that came into the league almost at the same time to take over, kind of built the Caps Pens rivalry. So I would say in the long run, Caps Pens is the biggest one.